giant magnetic bubbles depleting Uranus atmosphere. Yeah, probably this will be funny because there's Uranus all the time. Uranus. Whoever figured out the name for that should be really proud. Whatever. That's an article from last year. Uranus is an oddball planet in our solar system. It's the only planet that rotates almost completely on its side, with respect to the flat plane in which the planets travel around our sun. There's stuff written when they were flying there, and I just wanted to show you something. The Voyager 2 data on Uranus, the only data Uranus collected so far by a spacecraft, has kept scientists busy for decades. The newest research shows that, unknown at the time that Voyager 2 flew through a giant magnetic bubble called a plasmoid, that bubble is also causing Uranus' atmosphere to slowly leak into space, according to the new study. So, the science said that the planet's magnetic field has a lot of impact on how easily or not its atmosphere is able to escape. A strong magnetic field can either protect the atmosphere or actually enhance the escape process with different magnetic field lines become entangled with each other. So, I want to show you some funny thing. This one. Our Squiddy. That's the Magnetosphere Model. We have field lines, like those blue ones are interplanetary field lines. These are the lines which connect us to the sun, to all the planets. Then we have the polar cap lines. They should basically go like that. Hey, I'm sorry, polar cap aren't those. Polar caps, the closed lines are those which should go like that. I'm sorry, I skipped it, but watch this. Okay. Just watch how it looks. The sun is here to the right. That's our bow shock. The edge where Earth's magnetic field is fighting, or how to say, against the sun, keeping us safe. And you should probably know that Earth's magnetic field has weakened about 25%, and the weakening is accelerating. I repeat, the weakening is accelerating. So, in this article, what we just read before, they were talking about entangled magnetic lines which suck the atmosphere of planets. Earth is here. You are here. I am here. Everyone is here. Everyone we know. At least officially. So, let's go back to the article. Here. Enhance the escape process when different magnetic field lines become entangled with each other. Lines entangled with each other. Earth is getting rid of too much energy. They were talking about giant bubbles. Which suck the atmosphere out of Uranus. How does that look to you? Different color. There are no colors here. White. That's a bubble, I would say. I just wanted to show you of what they are talking about. What's the effect, or what can be the effect of what we watch here on this model. You know, they don't tell anyone that Earth's magnetic field is weakening, that things are going to change. They are changing already. I would say that's some fucked up signature here right now. I say this looks crazy. Unhealthy. I know there was a coronal hole stream hitting Earth. Time glitch. Time glitch. Bam. Nothing to see here. It's a model, I understand. It's human made. It's probably checked before they go into the internet for the public. Like, as you see, why should there be a glitch? You know? Like, let's go a little bit closer. I just want to make sure that you understand what I see here. This one, this line, and this line, they are closed lines. According to that. Red one, closed. Do you understand? These are like millions and millions and millions of miles from here to wherever this bubble ends. Let's go a little further out. From here. Now let's say this bubble goes still like that from to here. That's a huge distance, which is really far too much for a closed line. I don't know what to make out of that. Anyway, what does this one to offer? There's nothing going on here. Watching glitch after glitch after glitch. Let's see how many we find. Probably. Let's go back to the article. So you can read it by yourself in your own pace. I just wanted to say that we are here. Plasmoids are huge bubbles of plasma electrified gas that are pinched off the end of a planet's magnetotail. The magnetotail is a part of the planetary magnetic field blown back by the solar wind from the sun, kind of like a windsock. Magnetotail. So, now we have seen it. I still have to listen about it. As plasmoids are pinched off and escape into space, they take ions from the atmosphere with them. This can even change the composition of the atmosphere. Earth has a magnetotail, as do some other planets, but it wasn't known if Uranus did until now. Yeah, they figured out it has one. And they figured out it's losing its atmosphere. If you here, I want to show you that. Pole shift news, Maverick Star Reloaded. Give him a big hand. I would give him some more help or whatever, but it's not really possible for me personally, which is really sad. But what to do? I just wanted to show that. That's our globe. That's the North Pole, which is shifting from here. It's going that way. You can watch this site. You really have to check this out. This probably will scare the shit out of you. There is a whole lot of data everywhere. You will find something. How serious is a pole shift? For example, just a little short explain of what's going on. What will happen during a pole shift? There are many anomalies that take place during a magnetic pole shift, and three main outcomes. First is a completed shift, a failed pole shift, or a total loss of the magnetic field. There's also something else we have to take in consideration, and that is the fact that the Earth has taken a lot longer than average time to go through a reversal, i.e. 780,000 years, as opposed to its reversing almost in regular intervals of around 350,000 years. This in itself dictates this magnetic pole shift is doing something out of the norm, and it could for that reason just suggest that everything about this next pole shift could be longer lasting and generally slower. You can read the rest of it. So I just wanted to show you this little thing to you. So next time when you see those pictures from our magnetosphere, wherever it is. I lost it. What else? And remember, we are magnets. We are interacting with everything unconsciously. Positive, negative energy. If the frequency is changing, magnets are changing, energy is changing. You are full of iron. You are a receptor to magnetic fields. You are producing one. You are producing a magnetic field, so you are interacting. This is our bow shock. This is our magnetopause. If you watch closer, you can see that's like polar lights watching, basically. In the bigger scale, there has to be a glitch. 7 o'clock to 2-hour glitch. I would call this interesting at least. We have those negative stuff around here. And if there's, you can watch at that, how it comes so much closer to Earth. It gets pushed away by this. You see this violet here? Blue is 0. So I interpret violet as minus. Again, a glitch. And then it's calm. There's no, I'm not talking about any solar storm or whatever. That's just business as usual, except that we have to keep in mind that, like I said, Earth's magnetic field is weakening, the Sun's magnetic field is weakening. On top of that, we have a pole shift coming on Earth. Sun just made a pole shift last year. The solar cycle 25 started. It seems like that our whole galaxy is making a pole shift now as well. Which also could explain some of the changes on Neptune, Mars, Pluto, Uranus. Things are changing. And things are cracking up because if our governments are preparing us by locking us in, there's probably something going out there. Because if you think about how do you protect yourself from a disease, not staying with people, and then you are at home, and if you are with people, you are in rooms. You're not outside. You're not allowed to be outside. Don't go outside. Don't watch to the sky.